In order to understand what Christ taught and what the apostles taught, we call this the deposit of faith. It's like Christ and the apostles made a deposit in the bank. And that deposit of teaching can never be added to. It can never be taken away. It always is the same. It's perennial. And in the Catholic Church, we believe there can't be anything added or taken away. We have to accept everything. Just like the robe of Christ at the crucifixion, it wasn't torn, it wasn't divided. We have to hold everything that was taught by Christ and the apostles, which has to do with two areas, faith and morals. So everything they taught in faith and morals, we must believe if we want to be saved, if we want to go to heaven. So it's not enough just to believe that Christ was born of a virgin, that he died on the cross for our salvation, he rose again on the third day. We must believe everything that he taught. Okay, so how do we know that? Well, I have 5 books that I'd like to recommend to you. The first is the Bible. The Bible is the best place to start. It's intimidating to people, and that's why I have other books here on the list. But you should get a Bible, and you should get a Catholic Bible. And the Bible that I always recommend is the Douay-Rheims Bible, or the Douay-Rheims Bible, pronounced different ways in different parts of the world. This is an English Bible. It's kind of old-fashioned. It's sort of a Elizabethan English, so you'll see these and thous, but you'll understand it. The Catholic Bible has 73 books in it. The Protestant Bible has 66 books. Martin Luther removed 7 books out of the Protestant Bible, so you can't go with the Protestant Bible. Also, Protestant Bibles modify the translation in places that would have Catholic teaching. They dumb it down. So, for example, one of the things we believe as Catholics is that we follow Scripture and tradition. And in places in the New Testament where it says to follow the tradition of the apostles, they'll change the translation to teaching. So they'll take away the word tradition, even though that's the word in the Greek. So there's little sly things that are happening in Protestant translations, and that's why you need a Catholic Bible. And I highly recommend that you get the Douay-Rheims Catholic Bible. You can get it on Amazon, or even bookstores usually carry it. Get that Bible and start reading it. Also, you need a basic catechism to learn things like what are the 7 sacraments, what is a mortal sin, what is a venial sin, what does baptism accomplish, what is the Mass, really basic stuff. These are the things that we teach the 7-year-olds in the Catholic Church. In the Catechism, and a catechism is a book of teaching that we give to little kids, is called the Baltimore Catechism here in the United States. And it's a great book. It has pictures. Don't think it's below you because you're an adult. You need to read the Baltimore Catechism. It's under 100 pages. I don't have it here with me. It's probably in my kid's bedroom. But it's a beautiful little catechism, and it'll just give you the basics of what it means to be a Catholic, like just the ground level, the 7-year-old level of Catholicism. If you don't have that, you can't build upon that. So I would encourage you to humble yourself, become like a little child, and get yourself the Baltimore Catechism. I'd also encourage you to get this book as well. I got all these books here. My Catholic Faith. Okay, so this is also a catechism, and it has pictures in it. It's more advanced. This is an adult catechism. And it goes through the 10 Commandments. It goes through the Beatitudes. It goes through the sacraments. It talks about the Trinity. It's more advanced. It's in a question and answer format. It's a beautiful book. It's great for teenagers and also for adults. I would read the Baltimore Catechism first, and then I would read this book. It's not long, and it has pictures in it. Put on your nightstand, put it in the living room, and, you can probably get through this in a couple weeks. It's not hard. It's very simple, and you will learn a lot. You'll be, in a way, advanced, even compared to Catholics who grew up who didn't receive good instruction. So far we got the Bible, Douay-Rheims. We have the Baltimore Catechism. We have My Catholic Faith. The next book that I would encourage you to get is the Catechism of the Council of Trent. Maybe you don't sit down and read this through. This is from the 1500s, but it's a great reference. So you want to, what is baptism? This gives you a really great advanced theological description of what baptism is. And it's an official catechism of the Catholic Church. That means you can trust it 100%. All right, so I would encourage you to get this. This is sort of, we've done level 1, level 2, level 3. This is level 4. You need this book. And again, maybe you don't read it cover to cover, but you're going to use this as a reference point. Okay? And then the 5th book that I would encourage you to get is, and this is real advanced, but don't get overwhelmed. This is Denzinger. All right, this is the Enchiridion, also called the, what else? The Compendium. This is Latin and English. Take a deep breath. Latin and English. And it's all the documents of the church from the 100, 200s, right up to our own day. It gives you the English and it gives you the Latin. Again, this is probably not something you're going to sit down and read, but it's a reference point. If people say, well, what went on at the Council of Trent, or what session 5, you can look it up. It's right here, and it's all in order by date. And if you're watching this and you're already a Catholic, get it. Great reference. And you can see I marked mine up. So those are the 5 books that I would encourage you to get, and I will try to remember to link them below. So that's step 1, is get yourself acquainted with real Catholic teaching. Do not just go on YouTube and watch some people who say they're Catholic. I mean, I'm one of those guys on YouTube, and I'm telling you, don't trust that. Get yourself some legit books. All right? And don't go and just ask your friends. And I would even say you can't even trust every priest or nun you meet to tell you what's the real Catholic faith. Go to the sources. Find the real deal. Read the Bible. It doesn't get any more legit than reading the Bible.